Not very talented at this. Good morning, y'all. I'm going to maybe turn the camera around. I haven't uploaded in forever, so I'm still apprehensive about how I look with braces, even though I know I shouldn't. So I am headed to get a smoothie this morning, and I'm headed to go get a pedicure. I haven't gotten a pedicure in a month, and our second soccer game of the season is today, and it's really bad to have long toenails, and mine aren't like gross long or anything, but anywho. So I'm driving to the Vintage, which is not necessarily like my favorite shopping or anything like that, but it is a really cool hub between. It's off at 249. It's on the Weta, and it's a really cool place to eat, and there are other options there. So there's a nail salon, and there's cupcake places, and it's just I love it. Absolutely love it. So we're just driving down my street. Oh yeah, I love this, guys. So it's Halloween. I love the skeleton yards. They're my favorite. My kids love them too. So I made it to the Vintage, but I've been on the phone the whole time. So y'all have probably seen this before. This Clean Juice. It's my favorite place to get smoothies. This and Jamba Juice. But it's kind of dead right now because it's Sunday and everything just opened. But hi. Can I please have a 24-ounce, the coffee one?
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all. Y'all, I left my keys in here. So this is what no makeup and staying up till 2 o'clock looks like. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just got my smoothie, and I am headed around the corner to get my nails done. So I'm super excited to get them done. Not that I'm not addicted to getting mani-pedis or anything like that, but every once in a while it's good to do it for yourself. And I hate cutting my toenails, so this is like 2 birds, 1 stone. So I have no idea what color I'm going to pick out. Normally I bring my own color, but I wasn't even thinking today. So just trying to kind of sneak away. Didn't tell the kids where I was going. But my hair totally needs a good brush. Y'all, check this out. Doesn't open until noon. So now I need to find another place to go. I don't think this shows me if they're open. Nope, I'm gonna have to use my phone. The parking lot is so full. So I just left the nail salon and I ended up only getting a pedicure because I have a showing at 1, which was originally scheduled for 11. I totally forgot about, but she said she wouldn't be available till after 12:30. So here we are. And so always works out. It's so awesome. But anyway, so I decided to just get a pedicure because I wanted to try to go home and eat real quick, at least throw on a hat, maybe some jeans, we'll see. And because remember, I'm wearing all Nike right now, like totally casual, crazy hair, no makeup. But I talked real estate with the nail technician the whole entire time. It's super fun. It's fun educating someone. Like, you can buy a house right now. Her husband just graduated school, but college counts as job history if you stay in your field. So he went to school to be, I assume, like a welding technician type person. And so he can count his schooling as job history. So he's only had a job for 6 months, but as long as he went to school for at least a year and a half, he can buy a house, which is super awesome. And they didn't know that. So that's really cool. And she asked for a business card, and I gave her a whole stack of business cards. And I know they want to buy a house, but the whole point of this silly story is I tipped her $40 and I made her day. The other little girl goes, "You made her so happy." And no one's little, I just always say that, but you made her so happy. And I was like, oh, like $40, something most people wouldn't cry over if they lost, made someone's day. So I just thought that was super sweet. So next time I feel like I need to tip her 50 because it's not, you know, it's like nothing to us. It's dinner out for 2 or 3. But anyways, just made me feel good to make someone happy. There's some of the shops over here. But yeah, that nail salon, I've been there before. I forgot about it. But I'm definitely going to go there from now on. So her name is Sarah. That's the easy name she goes by. I wish she would have written down her real name. I would have liked to learn how to pronounce it. I'm horrible with pronunciation, as most of y'all know. But anyways, hurrying home. I think I'll have 20 minutes to eat and change before I head up to the Woodlands. So I guess I'll take y'all with me. I thought this would be totally an off day, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to hurry because soccer is at 3. So I'm gonna run around like a mad woman. I think my husband's irritated at me. And then I just show him the math on selling one house. Like, it's always worth it. I like to be a yes person, even though I know I need to know when to say no, and I think I've gotten good at it. People that don't respect me, I finally have worked up enough, like, I don't know what to say, like, I'm being silly right now, but I've worked up enough street cred to be able to tell people no now. Just because I don't need every single client's business. I only need the good client's business, and I'm far enough in my career I don't have to say yes to yucky people anymore, which is the best place to be in. But excited to show you all this house. It's in the Woodlands. It's an open house, and I've never met them before. I've just, like a week ago, last Saturday, or maybe, yeah, I think it was Saturday, they requested a phone call with me, and so here we are. Okay, I'll catch y'all when I get back in the car and head up to the Woodlands for our infamous drive up to the Woodlands that y'all have probably memorized by now, even if you don't live here. But maybe I'll show you my toes. I'm like super self-conscious about my toes. Obviously, you probably picked up on I'm super self-conscious about everything. I don't know who's to blame for that, but I think I've moved 60 times my whole life, and I've always had to meet new people, and I've always been self-conscious, especially as a child, because girls are so catty and mean. I think it molded me to, I don't know, always worry about what people think, because I always wanted friends, just like any other child. Okay, bye.
Now turn right onto Alden Trail Lane.
We're on the road. So, here's my neighborhood, Memorial Northwest.
Now turn left onto
School.
Road.
What clubhouse is over there? So, we're headed up to the Woodlands, which is actually spring. So, the Woodlands is the name of the master plan community.
500 feet, turn
I
right
could be
onto
2 minutes late, so I'm going to try to hustle because I do not like being late. I set aside 30 minutes and I probably should have set aside 35, but hopefully I can make up those 2 minutes. Roosh. I think that's a fancy Mustang. So I did not change. There's my cute pink toes. It was called I don't know what it's called, but I bought it. I got online and bought it so I can keep them looking nice because I really like the color. Oh, there's an open house. So I'm actually headed to an open house where I'm going to meet my clients for the first time. Super excited. They're moving from League City. Following that postman. Y'all see my new watch? She's so pretty. I don't think I got anything else to say. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all something. What was it? It was kind of like life update stuff. Ordered the new iPhone. What is it that I was gonna tell y'all?
In 500 feet, turn left onto
I'm buying my sister a food truck. I don't know what we'll call it. I really want to call it Joe and Lo, but we'll see. I really thought I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Our rental home. The guy hasn't been there in days. That looks totally trashed. He's probably gonna get a notice. Why can I not think? So they cleared that lot. Ooh. They cleared that lot over there and they haven't done anything with it yet. So soccer game at 3. So I have to hustle back home. I have to shave my legs because you wear shorts in soccer. We lost last week, which totally sucked. So I am in the very pre-planning phase of opening up a second and third brokerage. So that's really cool. I think I'm going to do Florida next, and then after that Tennessee, so like the Nashville area and the Tampa area. So that's my goals over the next couple of years. So maybe I want to say late 2021, but in 2021, maybe Florida in the Tampa area, and then Nashville the year after that. But I need to get like all my procedures together, so that will be fun. I wonder, so I have my search.bydroneco website. I'm curious if I'll get a discount on my second and third website. But I love my website. I wish I would have done it years and years ago. So I've always had my regular website, but not my search website. What would I call? I wonder how I could do that, because maybe like search tampa.showandco.com, bydroneco.com. I guess that's what I do. I do another subdomain, search Tampa. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I really had an update. I don't know what it was. Like, all this stuff was not what I wanted to tell y'all. This month will be a record-breaking month. Have I told y'all that? I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. I shaved off for a minute somehow, so I'm not going to be late. Oh, look, that's 5 minutes. I shaved off 5 minutes somehow, so that's awesome. And no speeding ticket, so that's good, right? Maybe not. So we're getting close. So we're in Alden Bridge. This area is only 3.3 miles from the Trader Joe's, and a nice H-E-B down there and everything. I'm pretty sure I know there is, but there's a shopping center up here, but the one down there is awesome. Who doesn't love Trader Joe's? And the Ace Hardware down there has the best gift shop ever. Just in case you're wondering, they sell Kendra Scott there. Super cute gift store in Ace Hardware. So that went super well. So again, we're in Alden Bridge. There's a ton of kids outside, but I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick. So super cute houses. I would say everything's between 300 and 500 over here. So tons of front porches. Super, super nice. Okay, off to my house to change for soccer, and then off to the soccer game. I hope we win. I want to win so bad. We haven't won this season yet. I'm gonna show y'all the rest of the section real quick.
In 500 feet, turn
So I can't
left onto
remember the
Brokerage
name of the
Drive.
enclave, but we're in Alden Bridge. So the villages are broken up into enclaves, which aren't recorded anywhere. They're usually named
Now
off
turn
of
left onto Brokerage Drive.
the main road coming into the neighborhood. So Crown Ridge is probably, so there's a park right here. The big pavilion. It's really nice. So we're right off of Alden
Now
Bridge.
turn left onto Alden Bridge Drive.
So the sign right here on the left probably says Crown Ridge. Nope, Spring Hill. So we're in Spring Hill. And I'll show you some of the enclave names just because they're so cute. So the house was really nice. It was totally updated. It had a huge backyard. So Alden Trace. There's an Airbnb in there. That's pretty nice. So we're coming up to Research Forest. So if I turned to left, it would take me to I-45. But I'm turning right and I'm going to take Kirkendall all the way back to Spring. So I'm 30 minutes. Normally it's a little over 20, but this one's farther back, so I guess it means it's more like 30 minutes. But something to know about the Woodlands is that trees are everywhere, and they're between the streets and between, so they're like buffers. So they're between the one-ways, and then inside of there is the sidewalk, and then so trees, sidewalk, trees, houses. So there's buffers everywhere.
Now turn left onto Creekside Road.
So like up there on the right is shopping and you can't see it. So this Chick-fil-A, and I feel like this is where one grocery store shut down. I think it's this intersection, but you're only 3 miles from the H-E-B. So all the signs are small and on the ground. So there's like a preschool in there, the children's courtyard. Sidewalks on every single street. I have not found a street that does not have sidewalks. So they're just, when I say sidewalks, they're the walking paths. So I think it's on the other side of the road. Yeah, so this one is on the left side, I believe. I see that, I'm not seeing one right now. Pretty sure it's on the left side. This one's different because, you know what? I don't think there is one right here. Because I don't think they've installed it yet. Well, there it is. It's just further back. That's really weird, but that's a sidewalk right there. That's really weird. But that's probably like one of my favorite areas. I've never explored over there, but I think it would be fun. I have a feeling the sidewalk's never been installed back here because this will eventually be 2 lanes. So this is how all of the Woodlands was. This road is 2-way, and they are going to be constructing the road on the other side here. So you can kind of see the clearing, but there'll be the buffer between the 2 roads, and then eventually this will be 1-way. There's not very many roads left like this, but originally the Woodlands was all like this, and then the buffer was really big on the side, and then it opens back up. So here it opens back up. So this, like any main intersections would go like this all the way to the small ones, and it caused so much traffic congestion, and over time they've widened all the roads. So there's a path right there. Over time it's widened all of the roads, and we don't really have to deal with that anymore, so that congestion, so it's super nice. So we're at the Indian Springs Shopping Center, which is on the right. So there's Sterling Ridge and Indian Springs. I think this one's the Sterling Ridge, and then the one up here is the Indian Springs Shopping Center. So it's 2 right on top of each other, which is not super common. Usually it's only one at an intersection, but you have huge communities back here. And then there's another one on the left with the Trader Joe's. So there's actually 3 shopping centers up here, and then we're only 2 miles, I believe, from the Creekside shopping center. So if you live close to here within 5 minutes, you are so close to so much. So Indian Springs and Sterling Ridge and Creekside, I feel like have the best shopping. I think it's necessary because you're not right next to the front of the Woodlands, but you're only 11 minutes from Whole Foods. From that intersection back there to Whole Foods, which is Hughes Landing, or also called Restaurant Row. I don't know if you saw that, but on the right was Creekside Park sign. So we're going over like a creek or river right now. The elevation is so low, and then flooding is technically possible, so they elevated everything, which is super nice. So Creekside was originally bought to be a lake, and he couldn't obtain enough land to make it into a lake, and it ended up being development. So only a small section floods. It's only like 3 or 4 streets in the gated part of Cimarron, I believe, but I don't think so here. This is where it flooded. But I don't think anything else has flooded in the Woodlands. I have a new blog post up that talks about where it flooded. I like made a map and like highlighted the yellow, so right here is the only part of the Woodlands that flooded, but I also featured this really affordable area right below the Woodlands that most consider to be the Woodlands, but it's not. So I featured that on the map as well, so you have to check that out if you're curious where it flooded. But here's Cimarron. This is the not gated section. But the best park in the Woodlands is in there. The splash pad is amazing. It's the most, in my opinion, it's the most popular park, but then there are a whole bunch inside of Creekside. So this is Creekside too, but there's a whole bunch inside of Creekside that are super insanely popular. So we're just going back the way we came. There are still some model homes deep inside of Cimarron. I feel like the price point is $400, $500. I don't show too much over here, but in the new homes, just because people usually just go to the model homes and don't use a real estate agent, but I love representing people when they buy new construction. It's so much fun. I like collaborating with a whole bunch of people, and it gives me like a different side of real estate. I really like it. So this is Crossroads Square at Creekside Park, and then you have the green kind of like catty corner to the left of here, and then there's and then the HEB's on the left in the middle, and then on the right is a brand new shopping center I've showed y'all before. Sinopolis is in there, so it's like the movie theater, like a luxury movie theater. And so Creekside Park West, tons of empty retail. I think there's only one store in there besides the movie theater. And then there's a college hub in here. It's like a satellite campus to Lone Star. That Walgreens is my favorite Walgreens. It's beyond beautiful. There's an animal hospital and tons of auto care out here. If you're living out here, I would say only 25 to 45% of the people that live in the Woodlands work in the Woodlands. So 25 to 45%. I don't know the exact statistic, but I know it's more than 25, and I know it's less than 45. So I used to know the statistic like 10 years ago, but it's changed, and I don't know where to get that information. But there was, how many people live back here? Like 1/3. I think back in the day, 1/3 lived here and worked here. But my point is, you drive a lot if you live in the Woodlands and you work downtown, so auto care. So this is Augusta Pines, Auburn Lakes, Augusta Woods area. Super popular. This is Klein ISD. This is the south side of the Woodlands, so south of the Woodlands, but tons of restaurants. Chick-fil-A is new, super popular. Creekside does not have a Chick-fil-A, so the Chick-fil-A was like 5 miles away. and now it's less than a mile away for Creekside, so that's really nice. Creekside Park goes all the way to Gosling, so those are the two roads that kind of like buffer it, border it, I guess is the word. But tons of options up here, and then I've showed y'all a million times, but there's tons of shopping on at the next major intersection up here, like a really nice Kroger. I really like the Kroger, pizza shops, smoothie places, just everything you can think of. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 pizza shops back here, like Taco Bell, McDonald's, and the usual stuff. We just passed Sonic. The restaurants over here are really good. I can't remember the name of it, but that Mexican food is my favorite, I think. I have a couple favorites, but then there's Craft Grill. That's a really popular restaurant up here. I'm like dying, I'm so hot. Let's turn up the AC. Okay, so I'll probably catch you when I get closer to my house. It's 1:34 right now, so we have to leave for soccer at like 2:15. So I'm going to make it. I'll get home at 1:52, change my clothes really quick, and maybe I'll show y'all my soccer outfit. I keep gaining weight, but I am working out and eating really healthy this week and next week. So it's Sunday. So last week I did really well for the second half of the week. We started when we got back from our anniversary. So our anniversary was in the gallery. I didn't record anything. I totally was just me and my husband. Tried not to be on my phone too much, as I took 2 days off, which was not easy. So I was on my phone a decent amount. I couldn't help it. But so here's that Kroger, Russo's Pizza, and then there's another pizza place up here. But anyways, okay, see y'all when I get home. So I normally wear a simpler headband. I will probably, this one's a little busy, so I'll probably take it off. But I'm ready. So I can't wait to get a little more fit. I cut both of my knees shaving. But don't judge me a mess. But, and then I have my Apple Watch on. So no jewelry. So pretty.